Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, we're doing another video that's kinda doing it. I need to do my weekly, so we're gonna be doing one of these currency war things, the weekly one. Sure. This kind of sucks, actually. Whatever. Um. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this, and I'm gonna be giving my thoughts on the whole thing. I think I posted about at the crossover, the collab. We're gonna be talking about it a little bit because I didn't. I might as well just make a video about it. If it wasn't clear about my icon, I am a Fate enjoyer. Does this say obtain the holy? Oh my bad. I don't. I'm looking at these two. Obtain the holy realm in 10 gold coins. So perfect clear is not achieved. Make characters equipped with them. This kind of sucks. Well, you got the emblem, but don't this kind of suck? We'll just go for this one since I know that one's good. What the hell is this? I mean, probably this, right? Refresh a total of 10 times. Seems like fairly easy. On 2. Do I need to do this all right now? First. My bad. I also never. What was that one's condition? I didn't look. Deploy 3-star saber. That's gonna take a while, isn't it? It's a little mini game on itself. Did I not accomplish it? No, I'm missing one. Okay. Well, I am sorry. I'm getting really distracted by all these new things. Okay. So, yeah, I'm a big fan enjoyer, if that wasn't obvious to begin with. I have the fake characters, obviously. I got like an E1 S1 Saber. I know the E1's kind of sad, whatever, ignore that. I got a E0 S0, E0 S1 Archer, I got Rin, and I got a Gil. I'm gonna try to get that light cone. I'm trying to get E1 Gil right about now. Don't know if that'll ever happen, but we'll see. And generally speaking, let's talk about the story a little bit. The collab story for the first one was pretty bad. It was kind of a drag, and even though I like all those characters, it's kind of sucks too, doesn't it? I guess we'll get pretty Sean. Yeah, the first one kind of sucked. Frankly speaking, the first one, the problem with the story was obviously lack of voice acting in several parts of the game. Uh, there was a lot of problems regarding the presentation. There was a really big focus on Panaconi, which I know some people didn't want it to be so focused on the. Some people didn't want this story to be so focused on those aspects. Like, they didn't want it to be so HSR focused. I don't know if that's really my issue. He's just doing things. There was definitely a very big focus, I think, pretty undoubtedly on the HSR component in the first one. I don't think this one's like super different, but well, actually, no, I think this one's quite different because this one was super focused on Rin. Time Arcadia didn't really have too much to do with anything in the event. It was really hyper focused on like Rin and her personal struggles, along with like Ishtar just being there. Whether or not that's good, I suppose that's an argument on its own, but I personally preferred it the way that it turned out. To be honest, I actually would prefer this. Well, what's the Holy Grail task right now? So it's got more sabers. Yeah, I think that generally speaking, I prefer the direction they ended up taking. I know some people don't, but those people are not me. So I don't know if there's too much I can honestly say. I think Gilgamesh didn't have as big of a role in the story as I expected. He was kind of just there to be funny. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with Gilgamesh being the resident funny man. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, generally speaking, I know some people. Is there anything else in the club that I think we need to talk about? I don't really know, actually. The club is pretty short, all things considered. It's really focused on Ren. Ishtar was present. Sparksy was there as a bit of a gag. I think the Casterus part was actually pretty neat. I liked it, seeing Caster and Polyxia. I think Phenom was just there to also kind of just be funny. Nothing wrong with that, again. But yeah, was there any other? Asheville was kind of there. I like that some of the HSR characters were the servants. I don't remember if that was the case in the last one, but I liked seeing Asheville having a noble phantasm, and I like how they did it. It reminded me a lot of the VN, which, you know, I always like. Again, aside from that though, yeah, there isn't too much to say about the story. None of the other cast really shows up. The story is also really, really short, frankly speaking. Yeah, I guess we could talk about the characters. I know I keep going looping around back to the story because I keep trying to think, because I feel like I expected a lot more, like for me to say a lot more related to the story, but the story just didn't have, I didn't have that much meat on it, frankly. Really gets. We'll just fuck this. But yeah, I don't know. Do I got anything else to say really about the story? No, not really. I think that the more interesting thing to talk about is let's talk a bit about the character performance. So I know that Rim and Archer are definitely the more meta ones. I'm not unaware of that. I said it in the post. I think I have a pretty controversial opinion though. I kind of like how Gilgamesh and Saber feel more than I like how Archer feels. I personally just like the idea of spamming out ultimates, which both of them just feeding into each other's ultimate, or I like it's more like Gilgamesh is the one getting fed repeatedly, and then Gilgamesh returns some of that to Saber with the giant attack. I really like the way that Gilgamesh feels. I think it's a bit of a shame that his main DPSing is kind of locked behind some Eidolons and also needing like Mortanax and generally speaking Ashvale too. But you know, at the end of the day, he still does a lot of damage. Enema Elish feels like it hits like a truck. I like it, and I'm pleased with the performance, all things considered. Avalon, let's go. I think the only other person that actually, I think the only other person's Archer now. There. Yeah, but Gil and Saber feel fun together. I know that generally speaking, Archer is a better one. Like I think I literally just saw earlier today, like a clear for the King stage where they used like zero cost Archer. I think like it was like E0 S1, but the S1 was free, obviously. Plus like E0 S1 Rin, and like I think everything else for the most part is free. It was a Sparkle, DDD Sparkle, and they cleared it in 0 cycles. So like I think it's pretty obvious who is the stronger. I think it's pretty clear who's like the stronger of the two, but at the same time, I don't know. The thing is, I also want Rin to feel like she's doing damage, and she really does feel more like a support than Gil does. Gil does a lot of damage at the same time, man. I don't know. I mean, if you do really like how Archer feels, though, yeah, it probably does feel like an Omega amp for Archer. Archer feels really strong. Both of them feel good. I think that I'm wondering if Saber is going to get like a big boost in performance from the new Ramen, because if that is the case, that's going to be pretty cool. But even as it sounds right now, I'm pleased. I have no problems with the way that everything turned out. I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept it. That's a boo boo from me. Whatever. Back for us out. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get in like the next one. Look at this. Boom, boom. No, wait for it. What I tell you? How does this even work? Probably remove RNC, right? And then what does Jeweled Sword Zelrek do? I don't even know what this does. This just does equipment. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Did it only decrease our team size? There you go. Okay, okay. I was hoping that I'd be able to do something with that. Here, we'll get these two Gilgamesh's out of the way too. Boom. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I didn't have as much to say as I thought I did. Generally speaking, the event was fun. I think the combat's also like reasonably good. It isn't anything crazy. I did really like using Gilgamesh because I think it was funny to just stack like 5 quadrillion gates of Babylon and then just seeing all of it just pour onto the enemy. I liked Rin's personality in the event and the story. I didn't mention that actually. There's just not a lot of things I disliked about the event. The event just felt good in every possible way. It was probably a bit unneeded. What's the visuals? All the characters looked great. I like abilities. Gilgamesh's face is a bit of a different issue, but that's the abilities look great in the game. I don't think I actually had too much to say, so I guess if you wanted to stick around to see me complete this run of Currency War, stick around. Don't got much else to say. Petrol engine. 2 batteries. Do I got a battery in here? I do got a battery. Let's see if Gilgamesh is in them. That arrow doing less than the it felt like it did less than the Gilgamesh attack. Does anyone want this? Give to Gilgamesh, why not? I'm gonna finally get rid of that kneecapping with the jeweled sword after this one. This battle is on a lower difficulty than usual, mainly because I didn't want to bother doing a high difficulty thing and molding about it in the middle of the video. It's still kind of a bad video generally for me because I was kind of distracted for a lot of it, but yeah. That took way more than it should have. I really like the ult. I really just like how Animalish looks here. That feels very silly. Yeah. And I kind of don't really care. They could do whatever. I've seen some people say that generally speaking, if you're doing like a like the wealth creator runs, you probably should focus on Archer instead. I wonder how true that is. Maybe we do something like this. I'd really like to get to 5. As long as that's gonna happen though, because I don't think you can actually change this, can you? No. Let's put on her. Well, I don't even think there's any characters that will be good here. I guess we could put like Sunday off field, right? Lucky Strike. Oh, there's one way out of this. Okay. wonder how well it would work like lore wise. I just wanted to use that ult. Okay. It was a fun video to make. Kinda. It was very all over the place and kinda whatever. Probably as a viewing experience. If you, for some reason, stayed throughout my mostly silent playthrough, this wasn't streamed if it wasn't obvious. This is kind of just me shooting the shit. If you stayed around for this long, thank you, I guess. A little surprising, but yeah, thank you. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed the collab as much as I did. Otherwise, I hope the next one pleases you. Probably will be like, what, with Sakura and... Who would be the other one? I doubt it'd be like Media or anything like that. Who would be the other? Would it be Ryder? Sakura and Ryder, that probably won't make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. Maybe the next one will be Sakura Ryder. Maybe you'll enjoy that one more. If not, I don't know. Give up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.